evening and welcome to Senior Night in a very pivotal matchup between the Natick Redhawks and the Walpole Timberwolves. I'm Brady Goldman and I am by myself tonight as Owen and Sawyer are sadly unavailable. Walpole's coming off a tough 69-63 loss in Milton on Tuesday, putting them in a very important game against Natick tonight. Senior captain Ryan McDonald has led the team through thick and thin these last 2 years, and tonight he could hit a huge milestone as he is 25 points away from 1,000 lifetime. He has a pretty good chance of doing so tonight, as Walpole will be extremely short-handed, with Cole Chase, James Patey, and Chris Nicholas all being unavailable for tonight's game. It is going to be an uphill battle as the team will try to ride the senior momentum going through their opponent in red, the Natick Redhawks. Natick is currently fighting for their lives in Division I. They are currently ranked number 31 with the top 32 teams making the postseason in Division I, so this is also a must-win for them. They have not played since last Friday with a 56-44 win over Framingham because their game against Newton North was actually postponed due to 6 varsity players being stuck in an elevator. With all that in mind, this game may be a dogfight with both teams with lots to play for. We'll have all the action in just a few moments.
Now, let's meet tonight's seniors for Walpole High Basketball. First, number 3, Michael Cesario. Number 13, Drake Savina. Next, number 11, Chief James.
the Timberwolves and the Red Hawks are just moments away from getting underway in an absolutely electric atmosphere tonight for this senior night game. Both teams have 8-7 records, very similar situations. Walpole started the season very well, but since then have really just not gotten a string of wins together. That's how they got to 8-7. Natick has had a very similar story to them. And so each team is looking to get a monumental victory to try to make a deep playoff push tonight. As we'll have Ryan McDonald versus senior James Mortarelli for Natick at the center circle. 3 new starters for Walpole: Jake Sardina, Connor Olson, and Nate McClark. First time they're starting at home this season. Referee signals. And away we go, the Timberwolves and the Red Hawks. Tip is won by Walpole. Here's Jake Sardina, hands it to McDonald, who fires away a 3. That's not gonna go. Tapped out by Olson. McClark, another 3. That's good! Nate McClark starts the electricity for Walpole. It's 3-0. Doherty against Olson. Connor Olson, not having played many minutes this year, getting a very pivotal start for this injured Walpole team. Here's Rodman's gonna pull up, not gonna make it. Fight for the rebound, controlled by Olson. Walpole now trying to control the pace. Here's Sardina inside, not gonna get it, gets his own miss, trying to get something open and loses the ball. It's gonna be picked up by Natick, trying to get an outlet to his teammate. Luke Doherty gonna handle it for the Red Hawks against Olson. Doherty gets it over to Hughes. Hughes on the left corner against Harrington, almost stepped out of bounds, makes his way inside, against Harrington and scores off the glass and in. Natick responds, it's 3-2. McDonald drilling inside, out to Sardina, who fires away a 3, too strong, the rebound, and safely to Colin Bubanovic, who loses the ball. Sardina smartly dives onto it. And then now trying to corral the basketball. Looks like we're getting a jump ball possession error. Let's see who it will favor. It's like gonna favor the Red Hawks. Bubanovic inbounds it to Luke Doherty, the senior for Natick, who sprints across half court. Outlet pass gonna be picked up by Sardina, who tries to get it, but in the hands of Natick. Bubanovic makes his way inside against 2 defenders outside of Rodman. Wide open 3 from the top of the key. Rims out. Offensive rebound, though, controlled by Hughes. Bubanovic a 3, too strong. Another offensive rebound. Mortarelli under the hoop, blocked underneath. Another chance for the Red Hawks. Mortarelli, wide open 3, too strong. Fight for the rebound, controlled by Ryan McDonald. Boy, Natick had about 5 chances to score there, couldn't come up with anything. McDonald, the screen from Harrington. That's a crazy 3. That's not going to go. And the rebound to Jake Rodman. Coming the other way with it is Doherty, who scoops it up and misses the layup. Harrington grabs the rebound. Shane Harrington, the junior on this team, probably going to take control. Here is McDonald. Another 3. He misses again. Seems like he's firing a lot of shots so far. Out of bounds. Natick gets possession, so a pretty slow start to the game from both teams. Just 2 made baskets in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the first quarter. Doherty eyeing down Sardina into Rodman, back to Doherty. Trading passes. Rodman inside now, out to Doherty. Left wing to Bubanovic, who spots up a 3. That's too strong. The rebound is Shane Harrington. Both teams just coming up empty beyond the perimeter right now. Harrington hands it to McDonald, back to Harrington. Harrington fires up a 3, not gonna go. And the rebound in safely to McClark, who puts it up and gets the roll. Nate McClark has all 5 points for Walpole. It's 5-2. Doherty bounce pass inside. Hughes, who almost turns it over, but they're gonna call it, looks like a kick ball on Walpole. As here comes number 20 freshman Thomas Jolly and number 23 Owen Olson into the game, in for Connor Olson, who takes a seat, and Sardina, the 2 seniors, getting a little bit of playing time. Inside is Mortarelli, who scoops it right in. 5-4 now, and it cuts into the deficit. Thomas Jolly gives it to Harrington. Harrington, who traveled. Too much pressure there against Bubanovic. Another turnover for Walpole. Again, Ryan McDonald trying to reach 1,000 points here. It would be amazing to see that on senior night. Right now, he's scoreless. Inside to Mortarelli, good fake, and lays it up and misses it. Well, he was under the hoop and just could not get anything on that one. McDonald with a full head of steam running the other way. Long pass to Jolly, who puts up a three. That's going to be an air ball. Out of bounds. Walpole has made 1 3 so far. Missed a lot more. In comes number 23, Jake Corrigan, into the game for Natick. In for Luke Doherty. Rodman gets it to Bubanovic, back to Rodman. 5-4, very low-scoring first quarter as we are about to enter the midway point of the first. Bubanovic, Mortarelli. Mortarelli, who's a football captain, gets stripped of the ball and stolen. Good play right there. McClurk is under the basket and lays it in with the left hand. Nate McClurk has all 7 points for Walpole right now. They lead at 7-4. Doherty out to Rodman. Rodman is open, doesn't get it. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be controlled by Natick. Another offensive rebound. Bubanovic eyeing down McClurk, who again has all 7 points for Walpole. Trying to get the screen. 20 left to shoot in the shot clock. Into Mortarelli, who gets inside and gets to lay up the ball over Owen Olsen. 7-6 now. Walpole still leads by 1. Jolly backing down his defender into McDonald. McDonald yet to score so far. Gets the screen from Harrington. McDonald into Harrington. Harrington, he's wide open, sets his feet, and does not get the 3 to fall. Rebound to Corrigan. Timberwolves have had a lot of easy looks so far. They just haven't been able to cash in on them. Doherty on the baseline against McClurk. Out to Rodman. Now Bubanovic. Bubanovic, good defense from Walpole. They try to steal it, and it's going to be, looks like, a foul called on, looks like it's going to be on Thomas Jolly, the freshman. Subs coming in for Walpole, sophomore Jack Benner and sophomore Noah Chase in for the first time tonight. So only 1 starter remains for Walpole out there. That's Ryan McDonald. Coach Shaman going with basically a full bench unit. Doherty. Inside of Mortarelli, getting bodied by McDonald. It's going to be out of bounds, and looks like it will be Walpole basketball. Good defense right there underneath from the Timberwolves. 2:40 left to play in the first quarter. Walpole still leads at 7-6. Jolly trying to get the play into McDonald. McDonald's going to sprint down low. McDonald puts it up. That's an air ball. Natick's doing a very good job at defending McDonald. That's going to be a foul. Looks like it will go on Jack Benner. It'll be his first. Second team foul for Walpole this quarter. Doherty in the top of the key, inside to Mortarelli. Mortarelli backing down, bounce pass inside to Corrigan, who misses with the right hand, taps it back in, and doesn't get it to fall. And Owen Olsen wasn't looking for it, but luckily Thomas Jolly comes up with it. McDonald sprinting underneath and gets fouled. Natick's really making Walpole work for these points, especially Ryan McDonald, as he will have his first opportunity to score tonight. First free throw goes. McDonald's now 24 points away from 1,000. Off to a pretty slow start for his standards tonight. Jake Rodman summing out for Natick. Second free throw rattles home as number 4 Cameron Gobelli subs in for the Redhawks. And Ryan McDonald's going to take a seat. In comes Shane Harrington again. So the Timberwolves this year really haven't done a great job with McDonald not on the court. We'll see how they handle it. Up 9-6 with now under 2 minutes left to play in the first. Here's Bubanovic, mid-range jumper. That won't go, and the rebound into Shane Harrington. Noah Chase, brother of Cole Chase, who's not playing tonight. Into Harrington. Harrington drills inside out to Chase, who spots up a 3. It's not going to go, and the rebound tapped and going to be controlled by the Red Hawks. Number 15, James Mortarelli. Doherty on the top of the key to Mortarelli. Inside now to Corrigan. Bounce pass into Bubanovic, who gets blocked underneath by Walpole. Now going inside is Doherty out to Mortarelli, who doesn't make the three. Rebound is to be controlled by Corrigan. Another chance here for Natick. Top of the key now. Bubanovic thinking about it. Into Mortarelli. Mortarelli butting his defenders and makes the layup. Now 9-8. Now we enter the last minute of the first quarter. Jolly driving inside. That's a tough layup from Thomas Jolly. Great play right there. It's 11-8 as he has his first points of the contest. It's about an 11-12 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Corrigan inside. Outlet now to Gobielli, out to Doherty, who makes his way inside, floats it into Bubanovic on the right wing. Here's Corrigan, bounce pass into Mortarelli, and one. James Mortarelli has been fierce so far in the paint tonight. He'll have a chance to tie the game up with 27.4 seconds left in the first quarter. It's like Connor Hughes going to check in to the game for Natick after the whistle. Right, back iron no good as the ref is going to allow Hughes to check in. Walpole inbounded on the baseline. 26.9 seconds. It looks like Jake Rodman's also going to sub in for Natick. In for Luke Doherty. Shot clock is turned off for Walpole. They can hold it for the final shot. Jolly just holding it. Defended by Gobielli. Jolly the screen from Benner. Finds Harrington. Harrington on the left wing now. Harrington makes his way inside. Harrington, a tough layup, not going to go. And the rebound can be tried to be controlled by Walpole, but it's in the hands of Corrigan. Now the ball is loose on the floor. We got bodies going everywhere, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. Walpole leads it 11-10 as Nate McClark was the leading scorer for Walpole. He scored the first 7 points of the game, as well as Thomas Jolly having two and Ryan McDonald with 2 free throws to bring Walpole to their 11-10 lead going into the second. As well as Shane Harrington, Noah Chase, Nate McClark, and Ryan McDonald back on the court. Timberwolves trying to get their 9th win of the season, as Harrington's going to handle it for the start of the second quarter against Rodman. Up top to McDonald, who takes a three. That's front iron, no good. McDonald very cold tonight. It looks like a towel falls off. Corrigan flung it into the Natick bench. So a little goofy action right there. Corrigan against McDonald. Inside to Bubanovic. Bubanovic outside now. This is Hughes who makes his way inside and blocked behind by Olsen. And the ball's going to be controlled by Walpole. Great play by Connor Olsen. There's Noah Chase. Spinning inside, out to McClark. McClark spots up a three. That's not going to go. And the rebound into Jake Corrigan for Natick. Timberwolves have just made 1 3 tonight. Came as their first shot of the game by Nate McClark. Floating it inside to Corrigan. A little bit of miscommunication right there. It's going to be turned over. Picked up by the senior Connor Olsen. Chase. That's another deep three, and that's not going to go off the mark. And we're going to get whistles. Looks like subs coming in for Natick. The baseline out of bounds for the Red Hawks. They get it in. Bubanovic, trouble, but he recovers. Rodman, left wing now. Going inside is Doherty, who makes a nice spin on Connor Olsen and scores easily. Natick takes their first lead of the night. It's 12-11. Noah Chase. Bounce pass into Harrington. Up top to Olsen. Olsen into McDonald. Defended by Mortarelli. McDonald gets to score a field goal tonight, having a little trouble on the left corner. Gets it into Harrington. 10 left to shoot on the shot clock for Walpole. Not finding anything. McDonald has to back up now. Harrington, 3 left to shoot. Harrington spins inside, puts up the shot, and does not get the bounce. Rebound to Bubanovic. Natick can really push it right here. Hughes inside. Hughes doesn't get the layup, but looks like McDonald's going to pick up his first foul. Be 2 shots for the junior. First one rattles in. Jake Sardina checking back into the game for Walpole, as well as Jack Benner in for Connor Olson. And Ryan McDonald takes a seat yet again. Second free throw does not get the bounce, and McClark's going to control the rebound. Walpole's gone scoreless in 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. And bad pass can be poked away by Rodman, now going the other way with it. Rodman does not get the finger roll, and the rebound to Noah Chase. And now Sardina's going to get bodied. That's going to be a foul on Natick. Looks like it's going to go on Colin Bubanovic. Going to be his first personal foul. As we sit with the Natick fans over here, they were livid with that call. Nonetheless, Walpole gets possession, and Natick gets their first team foul of the quarter. Thomas Jolly now into the game for Walpole as he handles it. Jolly backing down his defender. Jolly looking for an outlet. Into McClark on the top of the key. McClark against Doherty, not gonna get it, but gets fouled. See if they call it a shooting foul, and they will. So Nate McClark will be at the line to shoot 2 free throws. Trying to break the scoring drought for Walpole in the second quarter. Does not make the first. Looks like number 0, Charles Lewis, is going to sub in for the first time for Natick, in for Connor Hughes, who just picked up the foul. Clark has 7 points so far. Now he's got 8. He switches the free throw, ending the scoring drought for Walpole. It's 13-12. The officials actually get the score wrong on the Jumbotron. A bad pass could be turned over. Bubanovic couldn't handle it. As Coach Shaming pleading with Tompkins down there on the court as they correct the call. Now this is 12-14. It should be 13-12. See if they get that fixed. Here's Jolly. Inside now, Jolly traveled. Natick's doing a very good job of plugging up the paint. Robin inbounds it to newly subbed in Tristan Denner. And ball's gonna be poked out of bounds. We'll stay over here with Natick. As Doherty inbounds it off of McClark again. So, the second time that the Red Hawks have really not been able to get it in. Now their third chance does successfully into Mortarelli. Mortarelli defended by 3 defenders. Inside to a wide open Rodman, who lays it in with the right hand. Now 16-12 now. Jolly into Harrington. Harrington spinning inside, fading away. Does not get the bounce. And the rebound is going to be controlled underneath by Denner. Walpole's super cold right now. Denner, left wing 3, not going to go. And the rebound into Benner, who is going to be tussled with the ball. It's going to be a foul on the Red Hawks. Looks like it's going to go on Luke Doherty for Natick. Officials just changed the score. Now it's 15-12. So we had a little bit of confusion with the score. It's now fixed. Here's Benner on the top of the key. Harrington now. Right wing wide open is Sardina. Got it! Sardina finally breaks the scoring drought for field goals for Walpole. It's a tie game yet again. A bad pass can be picked up by Harrington. Wide open is Jolly. He'll take it. Not going to make it. And the ball is going to be controlled by James Mortarelli. Well, that would have sent this gym into a frenzy. Denner inside, bounce pass to Lewis, but he has trouble finding him. Picked up by Jolly. Benner, open is McClark. McClark makes his way inside and gets the right-hand layup. We're going to get a timeout called by Natick as Walpole retakes the lead, 17-15 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Both teams come back to the court. Walpole right now ranked number 24 in the latest Division II power rankings. Natick 31, so this game is super important for them to try to fight for a playoff spot in the very competitive Division I, currently hoisting an 8-7 record. Mortarelli gets inside and misses the layup. Gets his own miss though, and Mortarelli trying to get stripped of the ball. Looks like they're going to call the foul on Nate McClark, who leads the team in scoring with 10 points, as Mortarelli is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Mortarelli back iron, no good. On the first free throw, Colin Bubanovic and Connor Hughes checking back into the game for the Redhawks. In for Charles Lewis and Tristan Denner. Second free throw, good. 17-16 now, Walpole still leads by 1. Jolly getting the screen, outside now, he'll take it. Back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's gonna be, looks like, gonna get a foul, I believe, on Owen Olsen. We'll see what the call is by the official. Actually, no, it's gonna be on Colin Bubanovic, so Walpole does get the ball. It's gonna be the 4th team foul on Natick this quarter. As Ethan Goddick gonna sub in for the first time for Natick. So this Natick team, they really go many men with their bench. As here's McDonald. Trying to get the screen from McClark. McDonald gets to score a field goal tonight. Skies it in to Sardina, tries to get it into McDonald, but he has trouble handling it. It's out of bounds, Natick basketball. McDonald just seems a little bit off his game. And Natick's doing a really good job of taking advantage of it. Rodman. Long pass now to the right corner. Here's Got It, making his way inside and loses the ball, but picks it right back up. Mortarelli now in the left corner against Jolly. Finds him inside and doesn't get the layup. Gets his own miss and puts it back in. Is Connor Hughes as Natick retakes the lead. 17-18 now. Jolly the screen from McDonald. Jolly, little floater, that's an air ball. Natick taps it back out and recovered by Doherty. Natick just going to slow it down just a bit more. Enter 2.5 minutes left to go. The second quarter now, Walpole bringing a little bit of pressure. Inside is Mortarelli, who gets the Euro, but does not get the layup to fall. Gets his own miss. Another offensive rebound. Outside now, a 3 from Got It, not going to go. The rebound trying to be controlled by Walpole. Shaming one on a foul, not going to get it. Mortarelli, not going to get it, but that time is going to be a foul called on Mortarelli. It was an offensive foul. So that's going to be the, not going to be the 15th foul on Natick. It will be the 15th foul on Natick. So they're now, Walpole's now in the bonus, but a very chaotic sequence where the Wildcats, or sorry, the Redhawks had about 5 chances to score, but again, just didn't come up with it. Jolly. Into McDonald on the right wing. McDonald dashes inside. McDonald tries to get something and gets fouled. So it's going to go on Ethan Got It. So McDonald's going to go back to the free throw line tonight. He's 2 for 2. This one does not fall. Jack Benner subbing back in the game for Walpole, in for Nate McClark. He's having one of his better games of the season at home. Second free throw from McDonald. Rattles out, he misses both. Rebound to Mortarelli. Off of McDonald, a little bit of chaos underneath. It's going to be controlled by Benner. Trying to find McDonald up high, and it's going to be controlled by Mortarelli. As Harrington tries to poke it and does not save it from going out of bounds. As the ball is trying to find Corrigan, but both teams just being a little bit careless with the basketball. Walpole's just been super cold from the floor in this quarter, so is Natick. Inside is Corrigan, and now Mortarelli does not get the bounce. Tapped out, and the rebound into Shane Harrington. It's been largely a defensive battle. Harrington drives inside out to Benner, who spots up a three. Good! Jack Benner with the three. Walpole now leads 20-18. Benner's first 3 points of the contest, and a bad pass picked up by Benner. Out to Jolly, his three-pointer. Got it! And a crazy 6-point swing for Walpole puts them back up by 5. Their largest lead tonight. Corrigan, he'll try his three-pointer. Front iron, no good. The rebound to Ryan McDonald, last minute of the second quarter. Benner underneath, he misses the wide open layup. Rebound to Mortarelli. 15-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Doherty, Rodman, he's gonna put up a three, not gonna fall. Rebound is gonna try to be controlled by Benner underneath. Who's got it? It's gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Walpole. No, it's gonna favor Natick. So Natick gets the basketball. Shot clock is now turned off as Jake Sardina subs in for Ryan McDonald. Just 2 points in the first half. Inbounds it into Corrigan. Corrigan driving inside. Outside, back over to Doherty. Inside is Corrigan, and that's going to be, looks like, a foul on Walpole. It's going to go on, looks like, Thomas Jolly. It's the third team foul on Walpole. Inside now, laying it up, and got it. Is Connor Hughes. Last 15 seconds now for Walpole. Open is Olsen. Olsen, he'll take the three. Good! Owen Olsen, a flamethrower. Puts Walpole up by 6. 5 seconds now. Rodman, outside now. Hughes to beat the buzzer. Not gonna fall. And that's how the first half will end. So all of a sudden, it's a 3 avalanche to end the first half for Walpole. They end up going 26-20 in a really back and forth game at the WHS Fieldhouse. We'll see if Walpole can take control of this game in this amazing electric senior night atmosphere, as we will be back for second half action in just a few moments. Welcome back to second half action here at the WHS Fieldhouse on senior night here, as Walpole currently leads 26-20, a pretty low scoring first half, but it was really highlighted by a couple threes made at the end of the second quarter to really give Walpole this 6-point lead. Main storyline tonight is that Ryan McDonald is probably playing his worst game of the season. He only has 2 points, but the Timberwolves are still up by 6. So if he's not getting going, it seems like Walpole still has found other options to score the basketball. Just moments away from starting the third quarter. Connor Olsen back out on the court for Walpole, as well as Jake Sardina, who hit a 3 earlier. As we're underway here now in the second half, as Shane Harrington's gonna handle it. Harrington backs up now. Looks for McClark. McClark backing down his defender into Olsen. Olsen gets it into Harrington. Harrington fakes the 3, now goes inside. Harrington spinning. Harrington out to McClark. McClark, Walpole not getting anything right now. Wide open 3 from Harrington, goes off the glass and in. Another 3 for Walpole, a 9-point lead, their largest tonight. Now going to the floor is Rodman. Looks like Connor Olsen's going to pick up the foul right there. Be the first team foul for Walpole this quarter. As Rodman's going to inbound it. It just went down pretty hard. Into Bubanovic, back to Rodman. Red Hawks are trying to get some momentum right here, but now they find themselves in a 9-point deficit. Inside now is Mortarelli, does not get the layup, offensive rebound, and gets the putback. 29-22, so both teams starting the second half with a made basket. Harrington sprints inside, right-hand layup goes in. Now 31-22 as the scoring has started to open up now for both of these teams. Long pass in to Hughes. Hughes makes his way inside, stripped, but right into the hands of Mortarelli, who lays it in with the right hand. Both teams trading baskets. Harrington, wide open three, goes! The threes are really starting to fall right now for Walpole. Now they have a 10-point lead, their largest tonight. And a bad pass going to be trying to be picked up by Natick. Here is Hughes. Outside now, Bubanovic, right wing three, not going to go. Gets his own miss, however. Gets the fake. Bubanovic inside, tough layup against Olsen. He makes it easily. 34-26. Harrington, wide open three. He'll take it again. Why not? Not going to go. And the rebound, and safely to Bubanovic. Little heat check right there from Shane Harrington. Hughes up top now into Doherty, who goes down hard. That's going to be an offensive foul. Good play right there from Ryan McDonald. Looks like Billy Kinney, the freshman, checking in for the first time for Walpole, in for Connor Olsen. First sub of the second half for the Timberwolves. With 6:01 left to go in the third quarter. Walpole controlling an 8-point lead. Largest has been 10. Harrington sprinting inside, loses the ball. It's going to be out of bounds, looks like off of Natick. Timberwolves retain it here. Ryan McDonald's going to inbound it. Floats it into Kenny, back to McDonald. McDonald drills inside, out to McClark. McClark's open on the top of the key. Too strong, and the rebound is going to be fought for out of bounds. Looks like off of, apparently, see, it was off of Jake Sardina, but looks like it's actually off of Bubanovic underneath. As Tristan Denner subs in for Luke Doherty from Natick. Don looking to inbound it yet again. Floats into Kinney. Kinney has trouble with it and turns it over. Long pass now to Denner. Denner now against Harrington. Right hand layup goes. They're going to call the blocking foul and one for Denner. So Harrington's going to pick up the foul. Basket will count. Denner going to try to convert the three-point play. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Ryan McDonald. 34-28, Walpole leads by 6. McClark, inside, McClark, blocked underneath by Rodman. Stay over here with Walpole. 5:26 left to go in the third quarter. Don's gonna inbound it on the baseline. Far pass into McClark. McClark drilling inside, McClark, that's gonna be blocked by Rodman yet again, and gonna be controlled by James Mortarelli. Timberwolves come up empty. McDonald tried to steal it though. Mortarelli makes his way inside out to Bubanovic, who puts up a three, not gonna go. The rebound into Harrington, who has McDonald. McDonald's gonna try to get it inside, lays it up. And McDonald finally makes his first field goal of the contest. He now has 4 points. Denner, wide open three, too strong, rebound, Kenny. McClark makes his way inside. That was an ugly shot. It's not going to go. He won the foul. Sent out to Bubanovic the other way. Bubanovic stolen by Sardina. As McClark wasn't looking for it. A little bit of miscommunication right there. As looks like Jake Sardina and Nate McClark going to sub out for Walpole. In comes Jack Benner and Thomas Jolly. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. 1 team foul on the Redhawks, 2 on the Timberwolves. As Rodman inbounds it into Denner. Rodman against Jolly into Denner. Denner back to Jolly. So that was Rodman. Inside now is Bubanovic into Mortarelli. Gets blocked underneath. Walpole with the rebound. Jolly into Harrington. Harrington with 8 points tonight. Jolly trying to make his way inside. Puts on the brakes, but he traveled. And he gets the ball back. So we are going to enter the midway point momentarily here of the third quarter. Robin bounce pass inside to Bubanovic. Now Mortarelli under the hoop, gets blocked underneath. Here's Mortarelli, makes his way inside to Bubanovic, and looks like we're going to get Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Was Bubanovic. So 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Walpole still leads by 8, 36-28. As Noah Chase is going to get ready to sub in for Walpole on the next whistle. There's McDonald up top to Harrington, who makes his way inside. Euro step and gets stripped underneath, out of bounds. Looks like last touched by, I believe that was Tristan Denner underneath, as Noah Chase subs in for Shane Harrington. And Luke Doherty back in for the Red Hawks, in for Jake Rodman. Both teams have kind of cooled off after their hot start to the third quarter. Wild pass into Kinney. He tries to get it. It's going to be out of bounds off of Kinney and turned over. Doherty. Long pass inside to Mortarelli. Bounce pass inside to Hughes, who doesn't get the ball to fall. Offensive rebound, though. It's Bubanovic who doesn't make it, and the rebound to McDonald. Chase on the right wing, makes his way inside. Chase gets the bounce. Noah Chase's first points of the night gives Walpole a 10-point lead, matching their largest tonight. Inside now is Denner, who doesn't get the shot to fall, and the rebound to McDonald. Where Walpole could really open the game up, they hit a big shot right here. Jolly sprinting inside, puts on the brakes, puts up a crazy shot, not going to fall. And the rebound is going to be controlled by Natick. It looks like we're going to get a foul on Jack Benner underneath. Third team foul on Walpole. Comes with 2:54 left to go in the third quarter. Again, Timberwolves trying to get to their 9th win of the season. Mortarelli bounce pass inside, doesn't get it. And the rebound's gonna be tapped out by Chase. Great play right here as McDonald's underneath and misses the wide open layup. My goodness. The rebound to Bubanovic. It is not McDonald tonight, as there's Mortarelli who makes the layup. Back down to an 8-point game. Jolly into McDonald against Mortarelli. McDonald drills inside. McDonald fades, didn't get it, but Kinney smartly under the hoop and throws it to Denner of Natick, turns it over. Denner spins inside against McDonald and blocked by McDonald. Here's Hughes with the right-hand layup. The lead is now back down to 6 as Natick is starting to claw their way back in. Benner. Now McDonald, left wing three, got it! And finally, Ryan McDonald hits a three tonight. Now he has 7 points. Makes it a 9-point game again. Mortarelli. Inside now is Hughes underneath, so is Denner. Doherty thinking about it. Top of the key now and stolen, picked off. Benner the other way and gets fouled. Foul's gonna go on Luke Doherty. As Benner will go to the line to shoot 2. First one does not go. Owen Olsen now subbing into the game for Walpole. In for Billy Kinney, who takes the seat. Olsen, the sophomore. Second free throw for Benner, the sophomore. And that does not rattle in. He misses both from the line. It stays a 9-point lead for Walpole with 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bubanovic making the moves. Out to Rodman, who just checked back in for Natick. Out to Bubanovic, puts up a three. Got it. Natick makes their first three in a while. Back down to a 6-point lead for the Timberwolves. Jolly to McDonald. McDonald on top of the key against Lewis. McDonald spinning inside. McDonald, long 2. Back iron, no good. The rebound's gonna be controlled by Benner underneath. Second chance for Walpole. Olsen makes his way inside and lays it in with the right hand. That was a nifty move from the sophomore. Makes it an 8-point game. Rodman the other way, bounce pass into Denner, he lays it in. 43-37, shot clock turned off. Chase knifing his way inside, out to Benner. Now McDonald's is gonna handle it. Holding the ball now. Coach Shaman calling for the play. McDonald now 12 to shoot. Into Jolly. Jolly open now to Benner. Right corner three. Not going to fall. And the rebound is going to be controlled by Denner. 5 left to shoot now. Buvanovic inside. Lays it up. That's not going to go. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Buvanovic. 2.2 seconds left to go. The Natick crowd is furious with that call. Nonetheless, Walpole is going to be escaping this quarter, most likely with a 6-point lead. McDonald now going to try to put up the shot to beat the buzzer. It won't go. That's how our third quarter will end. So Walpole up by 6, the same margin they were up by at the end of 2. We'll see if they can get it done in the fourth quarter as they will go to the break. Natick will get the first crack at the basketball. As Jake Rodman for Natick's going to inbound it. Underway now in the fourth quarter. Here's Tristan Denner against Jack Benner. Denner into Buvanovic. Inside now is going to be Hughes, who doesn't get the layup to fall, but gets fouled. It's going to go on, looks like, Noah Chase. So first team foul for Walpole in the quarter. Going to send Connor Hughes to the line, the junior. Front iron no good for the first free throw. Both teams have not really been great tonight at the charity stripe. Second one falls, however. So the margin is back down to 5 now. This is the closest it's really been since the first half. Owen Olsen to Chase. Now Harrington, a little bit of trouble with it, gets it back. Now it's Chase. Falls down a bit. Chase, step back 3. Too strong. The rebound into Denner. Natick with a little bit of momentum right here. Long pass into Rodman. He can't handle it, out of bounds. Walpole gets the ball back. Noah Chase now. Controlling the tempo for Walpole. Harrington sprints inside, awkward layup, that's not gonna fall. Rebound into Mortarelli. Rodman now the other way. Getting down the screen from Mortarelli, now trying to get it to Mortarelli. A bad pass picked up by Jack Benner. Benner trying to go coast to coast and doesn't get it to fall on the rebound into Mortarelli. Mortarelli. Outlet into Hughes, who doesn't get the bounce, and the rebound into Owen Olsen. Both teams kind of trading wide open layup misses. Harrington down the top of the key. Harrington spinning inside, fading away. Front iron no good. Fight for the rebound. Benner tried to get it, and he does. But it looks like we're going to get a timeout call by Walpole. Jamie didn't like what he saw, so 6:30 left to go. Walpole still leads by 5, 43-38. Timberwolves have really handled them being shorthanded pretty well tonight, as many Walpole players have scored. Owen Olsen, up top to McDonald. Back to Olsen. Olsen puts on the brakes. Now back over to McDonald. Long three-pointer. That's going to be an air ball out of bounds. Natick basketball. McDonald just has not found his way tonight. Just 1 made 3 and 7 points. So looks like he most likely will not get to 1,000 here at home. As here's Rodman. Going the other way. Rodman out to Buvanovic. Thought about the 3. Now open is Hughes. Hughes inside now. It's going to be stolen away by Ryan McDonald. Sprinting away is McDonald. McDonald coast to coast, lays it up, doesn't get it. And the rebound to Mortarelli. Here comes McDonald from behind, and he falls over. And the layup is good for Mortarelli. Now a 3-point game as Natick has come all the way back to make it 1 possession. McClark. Walpole's got to find something. Harrington drills inside. Harrington going to the hole, doesn't get the layup. Rebounded by Hughes. Natick can tie the game with a three. Wide open, Bubanovic takes the three, doesn't get it, and the rebound to Owen Olsen. Huge sigh of relief from Walpole. That would have tied the game. Sardina underneath. Sardina, good move inside, doesn't get the bounce. Rebound to Colin Bubanovic. Walpole's going cold at the wrong time. Bubanovic the other way, doesn't get the layup. Rebounded by McDonald. We enter 5 minutes left to play in the fourth. Sardina, catch and shoot, not gonna fall. And the rebound is going to be, looks like we're gonna get I believe a foul. And actually a timeout called by Natick. Natick now with just 2 timeouts remaining, Walpole with 4. Natick has the ball, they can tie the game with a three. As Tristan Denner subs back in for the Red Hawks. Rodman bounce pass into Bubanovic, out to Rodman on the top of the key. We're setting up for a fantastic finish here in the field house. Mortarelli in the paint, bounce pass into Denner. Denner backing down Olsen. Denner turns it over, picked up by Jake Sardina. McDonald, he's open. McDonald looks like he traveled. So another turnover from Walpole. Here comes Thomas Jolly back into the game, in for Jake Sardina. Shaming going with primarily shooters on the court. Rodman, Bubanovic, going inside. Now Mortarelli against McDonald. Mortarelli finds Bubanovic on the right wing. Now up top to Doherty, back to Bubanovic, he's open, he takes the three, doesn't get it, and the rebound to Nate McClark. Natick's getting a lot of opportunities to tie it here, they just can't come away with it. Harrington inside, they won the foul, doesn't matter, he didn't get the bounce anyways. Rebounded by Hughes. Rodman. To Rodman. Just trading passes with Doherty. Doherty now. On the top of the key. Right wing now. Bubanovic back to Doherty. Now Rodman. Natick can't get anything open right here. Bubanovic thinking about it. Bubanovic makes his way inside. Bubanovic pulls up from mid-range. Not going to fall. And the rebound is going to be controlled by Natick as Mortarelli. Wide open now, Rodman takes the three. Too strong, the rebound is being controlled by Shane Harrington. So many open looks for Natick, they can't cash it in. McClark the other way, McClark lays it up with the right hand, and a timeout called by Walpole. 5-point lead for the Timberwolves. Nate McClark with a clutch shot right there. He leads the team now with 12. Natick now down by 5. Now they have gone pretty cold in a very bad spot. They've had multiple opportunities. They've had wide open threes. They haven't gotten any of them here down the stretch. Now they find themselves down 5 with just over 3 minutes left to play. Doherty, back to Rodman. Doherty now, top of the key. Rodman, Doherty. Right wing now to Hughes. Bounce pass in to Bubanovic. Nothing open for Natick. Hughes now thinking about it, top of the key, into Doherty. Doherty now backing down Jolly into Rodman. Rodman throws it to nobody, out of bounds. It will be Walpole possession. Comes with 2:46 left. Walpole with a very pivotal possession right here. Virtually any shot makes it a 3-possession game. Jolly. McClark cutting inside. McClark, he's had the hot hand, gets the layup to fall. Nate McClark is going off. He's got 14 now for Walpole. Now a 3-possession lead. 2.5 minutes left to play. Rodman. Now Doherty. Doherty, bounce pass to nobody, out of bounds, Walpole basketball. Natick is starting to collapse here down the stretch. Multiple turnovers and multiple missed threes have really cost them. Harrington and Shaming smartly calls a timeout. Comes with 2:13 left to go, with Walpole up by 7 and the ball. Clark will inbound it on the near side. Into Jolly. See if Walpole runs some clock right here. McDonald now. McDonald puts up a three and does not fall. Gonna go out of bounds. Natick has the ball. That most likely would have been the dagger if McDonald made that. Instead, Natick still has a chance. Into the last 2 minutes left to play. Doherty, right wing into Hughes. Now Mortarelli, defended by McDonald. Inside now, Doherty lays it up with the left hand. Now a 5-point game, 47-42. Jolly. Open is Olsen. Olsen, could this be the dagger? Not gonna fall, but McDonald under the hoop. McDonald does not get the layup to fall, but Olsen comes away with an extra possession. McClark, a three, not gonna fall, and the rebound is gonna be safely into Mortarelli. Walpole having a hard time icing it. Doherty into Rodman. Natick still with a little semblance of life. Bubanovic inside of Mortarelli. 3-point game now. Natick has scored their last 2 possessions to make this a 1-possession game. A bad pass turned over, and a timeout going to be called by Coach Ben Westerman of Natick. With 1 minute and 8 seconds, Natick will have a shot. They have the ball, and the Timberwolves are holding on for dear life. As Walpole turned it over on their previous possession to give Natick a chance here to try to tie the game with a three. See if they go quick 2, or they'll see if they try to set up a 3. Doherty against Olsen. Last minute here. Rodman. Bounce pass inside to Mortarelli against McClark. Mortarelli puts it up and in. 1-point game now. Natick has scored the last 6 on a 6-0 run. Walpole's got to get it over half court. Jolly looking for it. Jolly into McClark. McClark open as Olsen. McDonald making his way to the basket. McDonald puts it up. Got it! 3-point game again. McDonald now with 9 points. Doherty into Mortarelli. Mortarelli against McClark yet again. Outside Rodman puts up the 3. Not going to fall. The rebound. Brian McDonald has it. The shot clock is turned off. See if Natick fouls here. Harrington making his way to the basket. Bounce pass into Olsen. Olsen puts it up. Not going to fall. The rebound into Mortarelli, and he gets fouled. So 16.1 seconds left. Owen Olsen missed an open shot that would have put Walpole up by 2 possessions. Instead, Natick will have a shot at this one. Here we go. As Doherty going to go to the other end of the court, as Ben Westman was going to call a timeout anyways. We'll keep it here with 13.6 seconds left. A very exciting finish here in the WHS Fieldhouse. Really just an instant classic. Final chance for the Redhawks. Rodman's going to inbound it on the near side. Jake Sardina back in for Walpole. Here we go. Doherty. And looks like McClark's going to apply the foul. They had a couple to give. It's down to 11.8 seconds left. 13 foul on Walpole. Doherty now. Doherty, as McClark trying to commit the foul. McClark coming from behind, doesn't get anything. It's going to be turned over. Shane Harrington with the ball, and he is fouled, and that might just do it. After all that, Natick couldn't get an open shot. McClark tried to foul, but it didn't matter. Going to be the first team foul on Natick this quarter, so they're not in the bonus. So all Walpole has to do is not turn it over, and this should go in the win column for the Timberwolves. This is a very pivotal matchup that neither team could lose, and it looks like the Timberwolves are going to come up with it, barring a miracle from the Redhawks right here. They would have to steal it and put up a very quick 3. Harrington will inbound it. Harrington looking, gets it into McDonald. McDonald has the ball and gets fouled. Now Natick had a couple fouls to give. So now 2.4 seconds left as Walpole will do it again. Shaved off about 1.3 seconds off the clock. Harrington looking, and we're gonna get a whistle before that. And looks like Coach Shaman called his last timeout. Timeout over now. Harrington just has to get it in for Walpole. These last couple seconds have felt like forever. Harrington, long pass inside, has to get into Olsen. That's dangerous, picked up by Mortarelli. Half court for the tie, not gonna fall, and that's it. Walpole on senior night defeats the Red Hawks in a thriller here at the WHS Fieldhouse. They win it 49-46. The Red Hawks had multiple opportunities to tie the game deep in the fourth quarter, but they just could not get it done. As Walpole wins it here. Just a little final breakdown of the stats before we sign off. Shane Harrington had 8 points, Noah Chase with 2. Ryan McDonald, we thought he might be able to get to 1,000 points tonight. He did not. He had 9. Jake Sardina had 1 3 to correspond to his 3 points. Nate McClark led the team in scoring with 14. Jack Benner with 3. Thomas Shawley had 5, and Owen Olsen had 5. Well, I will be back with Sawyer to commentate the girls' game senior night on Tuesday as they play Needham. That's going to be a great game, but nonetheless, I am Brady Goldman saying so long from the WHS Fieldhouse. Final score, Walpole 49, Natick 46.